Hey Facebook, hi guys, good night. Your life and business track out the rest of my night and then I get into bed. I wanted to jump on here to talk about the 4 C's that you are going to need to make sure that 2017 is an amazing year for you. And these are nothing short of what I know you have already, come into contact with, you already understand. But I really, really wanted you to understand some of the things that I think are innately important and things that I'm just going to remind you of what they are. So, as we go through the years, there are certain techniques and certain skills and certain things that if we know them, they can make our lives so much better. And I feel that 2017 is a year when some small things, some very small things, some very small techniques, some very small initiatives, very small ideas are going to help us to shift in our lives and businesses. And that is why I want to share with you 4 things that I think are key in your success in 2017. 4 things that I think, the 4 C's that I think are crucial towards your growth in 2017. And if you were to embark on implementing these 4 simple things, they're simple, but very, very important, very effective to ensure that 2017 becomes that year when by implementing the right strategies, implementing the right small steps and small little nuggets, because sometimes we think that our businesses and our lives need very large shifts, and they do, but oftentimes what really gives shifts very tweaks. And so I want to share with you some of the things that I was able to use in my own life and my own journey to shift my business and my life and my connections and my relationships. So that, for example, tomorrow I'm interviewing Lisa Nichols on my podcast, the Purpose Walk podcast. And the first episode is out, so I'm going to share that with you guys because I want you to have Purpose Walk podcast. So I'm going to share the first podcast with you so you can see that, effectively there's something I must be doing right to get somebody like Lisa Nichols on my podcast. And that's why I'm going to share with you the first podcast that I have done for Purpose Walk, because I want to show you exactly how I have been able to use some of those small things to achieve big results. So the first C that I want to talk to about that's going to help you through 2017 is communication. You're going to have to start communicating in order to get what you want. And by communicating, I mean you're going to have to start picking up the phone and calling people. You're going to start sitting down and making a list of who you want to work with. You're going to have to start writing. You're going to have to start emailing. You are going to have to become social. You're going to have to start being on social media. For Facebook, you're communicating with thought leaders and people you want to collaborate with and people you want to have relationships with to get to where you want to get to. So communication is an important one. And in this millennial generation, one of the things that we've come to realize is that as people become much more, I suppose, mobile centered and more technologically centered, we don't communicate as much. So for example, tonight, Sonia was in my house and we were just chatting. We were just catching up. We weren't on our phones. We weren't on our mobiles. We weren't on the computer. We were just catching up. So more of us need to be communicating to get what we want in 2017. We need to have conversations. We need to go back to writing letters, reaching out, having phone calls and talking to people to go back to understanding how effective communication is going to help us. The second C is we need to connect. So I had an experience actually last year that I can share with you, that I had somebody on Facebook that I thought we were okay and we got on, and a client of mine was having an event. And so, hi MJ. And so I inboxed the person and tried to say, could you help my client out? Because I know that you're in that field, but also geographically you're in that area. And she was a little bit offended and I raised my hand. And the reason is that she felt that I hadn't kept in touch. So I'm being transparent. But then we've gotten to this place where we feel that Facebook means that we're connected. So I have people on Facebook who I rarely talk to, but in my mind, we're connected. And so there's a myth or there's a layer of not exist in social media communication, because it makes us feel that we're communicating. We need to connect. We need to properly reach out and connect. We need to network. We need to go out and hang out. We need to hang with people. We need to physically connect instead of just expecting social media to do it for us. We need to go back to the days of real personal touch and real personal conversations, because that is going to be integral in how your business is going to grow and your life is going to shift in 2017. So the first one is we need to communicate. We need to go back to the old days of actually writing, speaking, having conversation. The second one is we need to physically connect. We need to go out and network. We need to literally go out and have conversations, which leads me to my third C. So if you're just joining me, I'm Ava Brown, your life and business strategist. And I'm giving you 4 C's that I think are going to be effective in helping your life and business to shift in 2017. So the first one I spoke about was communication. The second one is connecting, human connection, not a WhatsApp, not a tweet, proper meeting, going back to having a cup of tea, going back to having dinner, and going back to have conversation. The third one is collaboration. So you're going to need to collaborate in 2017 to have a faster growth, to have more momentum, to see your business skyrocket, have quantum leaps. You need to collaborate. Now, the collaboration doesn't have to be a long thing. So, for example, my girlfriend and I are having an event on the 21st of January. I'm going to be in the Caribbean, actually. I'm sunning my bum in the Caribbean, but I'll be on a call at 3 p.m. Eastern time. And the event is called Ignite and Shift Your Life and Business in 2017. It's a free event. And on my last Facebook Live on my page, so if you look down, there's a bit.ly link for you to connect and link me and come and visit that event. But we need to literally collaborate. That's a collaboration. So we need to collaborate, because if you want to grow fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with other people. So the third C is collaboration. The fourth C is to be creative. The marketplace is so noisy. There are so many people doing the same thing over and over. Everybody's a speaker. Everybody's a coach. Everybody's a trainer. So you're going to have to be creative. You're going to have to think outside of the box. You're going to have to do something to disrupt the market, something to get you noticed, something that adds different value to customers or your people you serve. You're going to have to become creative in order to survive this marketplace in 2017, because more and more people, so every second you have a competition in whatever you do. So you're going to have to become really, really creative, step back and go back and think, what can I do to make me different? There you are. Get rid of the box. You're going to have to be creative. And so creativity is going to be important. So how do I become creative? You're going to have to step back from the noise and go back into some place of planning and your creative mode, and you're going to have to benchmark, and you're going to have to see what other people are doing, and you're going to have to see how is it or what is it that you can do to up your game. What's going to be your unique selling? What's going to make people come to you versus going to somebody else? And so those are my 4 C's that's going to make a difference in your life and business in 2017. Communicate, collaborate, connect, and be creative. And I know that, it sounds very simple, but sometimes all it takes are simple steps towards the bigger direction. And so that's what I want to leave you with tonight. I'm interviewing Lisa Nichols tomorrow. I'm really excited about it. So I need to go and plan properly for that. But if you want to connect with me and work with me, I have a private Facebook group where I only put people in there who are working with me, want to work with me, where I pour more of myself into. I'm going to call in that group on Thursday night at 8 o'clock with the team. And I have a bigger Facebook group called Awakening Your Best Life. You can join me there. But in 2017, if you want to make quantum leaps and you want to become that adventurous change maker, then let's have the conversation. Check out my website and connect. It's www.avaeaglebrown.com. And there I've got a number of courses and ways of which I could be delighted to serve you, because here's the thing, guys. We need to be served. And sometimes all we need is somebody to show us just how to tweak a bit. I also have an event coming up called Purpose Walk in May, where speakers are coming from Australia, Canada, the US, Poland, and the UK. And it's going to be addressing all kinds of issues: how to become better speakers, how to turn your hobby into business, how to get on the property ladder. There's so much happening there. And I'd love to have you there. So that website, and I'm going to plug it every time, is purposewalk.com. Share with somebody. Have a look at the speakers, have a look at their topics, and join us. And one last thing before I go. I have an event for authors who've already written books, and I'm thinking, how can I get to that place where my books are selling and give me visibility? If that is you, I've got an event in January that is on my Facebook page, on my Eventbrite page. The event on Facebook is basically a virtual retreat. I'm gonna put the link here. I need to change this as I've come to see now on Eventbrite. But it's a virtual retreat, how to bankroll your book, and it's basically aimed at people who are existing authors or people who want to write. So it's a bankroll your book virtual retreat. And by virtual, I mean it's a retreat whereby I'm going to be on the computer and I'm going to conduct that session for about 4 or 5 hours. So connect with me, see how I can serve you. But remember, communicate, connect, collaborate, and be creative. It's Ava Eagle Brown, your life and business strategist, saying have a great week, and I'll see you guys soon. Later. Bye-bye.